I've finally fixed the Bugatti Veyron and then attempted top speed. But it didn't go to plan. Oh no, something is seriously broken. I've got no power. Since then, the car has literally been stuck in this position. And we need a part from Bugatti, and no matter how many times I've tried to call them, they will not answer the phone.
Can't take your call right now.
Our lines are currently engaged.
It's currently closed.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So have you got fridge on yet?
No. We diagnosed the problem to be this fuel control module, which regulates the fuel pressure. Because when we unplug it, the car will turn on and stay on. I think we found the issue. Although it can't regulate the fuel without it. The issue is to order any parts from Bugatti. They want the car to be at their premises.
Car would have to be on site with ourselves for us to do the service.
But after endless times of trying, eventually they agreed to sell us the part. We've got an answer. Bugatti have come through. £4,500 it is for that module. But before I paid for that module, I wanted to see whether we could find it cheaper elsewhere. So this is the one out of the Bugatti we think is faulty, and this is a headlight control module out of a Skoda Octavia, I believe. Look at that. Exactly the same shape, but, and I was getting excited because look at this plug. Unplugs from the Skoda Octavia, and this, that goes straight in there. Not a problem. But before I wanted to try that, I did want to open up and just see, because what I don't want to do is short something out and break it. So here is the Bugatti fuel pump control module. But inside, it looks like that. And inside the headlight control module, it looks like that. So although they are the exact same casing, it looks like, you can see this one uses loads of different pins, loads more pins than that one. And the whole actual board is different. So it's pretty obvious that the Skoda one isn't going to work as the Bugatti fuel control module. So our only option now is to go ahead and order the £4,500 one from Bugatti.
Right, I've come, and inside here, fingers crossed, is the part that we need to fix the Bugatti. We're going to go inside, go and grab that, get back to Matt at the unit, get it installed, and hopefully this works. How are you? Good, thank you. Is this the part? This is it. Yes. We have secured the package. The package is secured. Now to get back to the unit. Hopefully this is going to fix all of our issues that we have.
Liam has come back with the part. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. We could have a faulty fuel pump, but we can hear the fuel pumps running, and they run when we start the car. Could have a faulty fuel pump pressure switch. That could be the issue. Or it could be this, which regulates the fuel. This is a big moment, because if this works, I'm gonna get to drive this car, and we're gonna drive into Europe, which is what I've wanted to do the whole time since owning this car. Driving this into Europe is gonna be a dream. And at the minute, I'm not enjoying this car. Like, everything we've done is broke down. It's scary to drive on the road. We've not had a great experience with it. Everyone says that they're amazing cars, and I'm yet to see it yet. Let's see. Surely this is the issue. The fault we was getting on the Autel was a miscommunication from the fuel pump control module, and when we unplugged it, of course the car would run. But with it plugged in, the car just immediately cuts out. We know it doesn't need any coding. It's all coded to the car and everything. Let's see.
Do you think it's going to work, Tony?
Of course it's going to work.
Liam? I hope so.
100%.
Engaging the start button.
Good night.
Oh dear. That's what it does.
Yeah.
Try it one more time, just in case.
Do you think that we can send that fuel pump relay back?
You got to turn it off first. And off. it didn't work. £4,500 wasted.
Do you know what he said to me when he gave me the part?
What did you say?
Can't return it.
Ah. Do you think he knew that it wasn't going to work?
Possibly. That's might be why it was so awkward when he gave it me.
Yeah, he's like trying to like.
He just gave me
hide it.
something he knows ain't gonna work.
But this at least narrows the problem down. What we could do now is plug the auto in and see if it's doing the exact same thing as before, because if it is, then we know nothing's changed and we've got to start looking for where the pressure sensor is on these fuel pressure, on the fuel lines. Now on the Veyron there is 2 fuel pumps, and when the fuel leaves these fuel pumps they pass through a pressure sensor. But when we read these pressures, we could see one side of the engine when the car was started went to 4.5 bar and the other side dropped to 0. So now we're going to plug the auto in again to see with the new fuel pressure regulator whether the same thing still happened. 25.5, 25.5 pressure. But we don't know where this is reading from. That's the issue. Then when we start it, that ran 4.5 and that ran 0.8. So the fuel pumps are working. It can't regulate the fuel pressure, but can it not regulate the fuel pressure because the pressure sensor is faulty on this side? But where is that sensor? That's what we need to find, because I don't think it's in the fuel rail, because I've had a look at the videos when we took it apart and it doesn't look like it's in the fuel rail. So where is it reading that pressure from? That's where we've got to find. And then if it's a fuel pressure sensor, if we switch it, is that going to work? After doing a bit of research, I think I can see the fuel pressure sensors sat behind this quarter panel here. So that's the first thing I'm going to be removing. And if this pressure sensor is sending the wrong reading to the fuel pressure regulator, then that would explain why it doesn't run when the regulator is plugged in. So let's hope we've got a faulty sensor. Aha. Good news, pressure sensors are there. Bad news, never seen pressure sensors look like that before. And that's bad because we might struggle to cross-reference them off another car. But now we need to find out whether one of these is faulty. And I've got the perfect idea. And to do this, we need to start removing them. Yeah, boy. They'll come out now. So, here's the pressure sensors. We think this is the faulty one, and we think this is the good one. So what we're going to try and do is switch this one out now with that one and make sure the fault moves across, because if the fault moves across now to that side, then we know it's a faulty sensor and not something on the lines, like not like a broken vacuum line somewhere down there or a broken fuel line or pump or something like that. As long as this fault moves over to the other side, then we know it's a sensor, nothing to do on that line. Let's see, I'm going to get the other side off, we'll switch it over and then we'll see whether the fault moves over now. Okay, so there's just one more pressure sensor that needs to be removed. They've got these non-reusable clips I'm just going to break off, and that's the other side off. Just going to take off the vacuum line to it now. This one going into that side now. Let's run it up. So literally all I'm doing is switching over the pressure sensors from one side of the bank to the other side of the bank and plugging them in the exact same way that they come out. Let's go test it. So the sensors are switched over, but it is as plugged in as original now. So when I see on the auto, I should see the fault switch from the top line to the bottom line, if it is the sensor. Let's go to the auto. Let's hope we see a difference here. We're hoping it goes onto there. It's not the sensor. It's not the sensor. The way I think that is measuring some kind of pressure is through a vacuum. It looks like there's a vacuum hose on the top. I think. Because now that the fault didn't move over when we switched the sensors, still is showing me now that the sensor's giving the right reading, but the fault is still staying on the same bank. There must be either something not building up the pressure or something failing so it can't build up the pressure. And I don't know whether it works on a vacuum. There is one pipe which goes to that, which is a pipe from the fuel pump, and another pipe which looks like a vacuum pipe. So if we blow the smoke machine up one pipe and we see a split somewhere, we could find our issue. Let's go. So you can see on the pressure sensors 2 outlets. One of them a fuel line goes to, and the other one a vacuum line goes to. Now instead of getting the smoke machine out, I had another idea. Right, so this is going to be going in the red side, and I'm going to plug the vacuum line, the blue vacuum line, into that, and do the old little crossover here, and that should help our fault finding. What I'm doing is keeping everything exactly the same as it was, but switching over the 2 vacuum lines. That way if the fault moves over, I know we've got an issue with something from the vacuum lines upwards towards the rails. Whereas if the fault doesn't move over, then I know the fault is coming below these pressure sensors, which would mean it's the fuel pumps. Now swap the vacuum pipes over. If our fault goes to the other side, we know it's with the vacuum, not with the fuel pump. And if it stays on the same side, we know a fuel pump is causing issues. Here we go.
That stayed on the same
Fuel
side.
pump, yeah. Looks like it could be the fuel pump because it didn't. But why does it work when I unplug the fuel pump regulator?
Dunno.
Let's
have a look at the fuel pumps then.
Let's go have a look at the fuel
Come on,
pump.
let's do it. Let's go and get and find these fuel pumps.
So the fault didn't move over. So it's got to be the fuel pumps.
Under trays being taken off by the apprentice.
Oh.
Now I know there's 2 fuel pumps on the car, and judging from our diagnosis, one of them has to be faulty. And it looks like to get to these fuel pumps, we've got to remove a lot of the under trays. Because the ramp's in the way of the middle one, we had to lower it down to undo the final bolts, then slide it out of the way to lift the car back up in the ramp. Now we should be able to access the hatch for the fuel pumps. I think fuel pump's going to be in there, but I also think there's a fuel pump in there. But I think that might be the one to pump it over to there. You fill up the car on the right hand side, but the fuel tank also bridges over to the left. And I think there's a pump on the left hand side which pumps the fuel over to the right hand side of the fuel tank. But the ones that pump it into the engine are most likely going to be on the right hand side, near those pressure sensors. So I'm removing this hatch now. Surely that ain't holding the tank. To see if we can find them. And once we remove that, that revealed another hatch.
Oh no, quick. Oh my.
And once we carefully drained out all the fuel of the right hand side of the tank, I could undo the final bolts of this hatch, which popped off and revealed the fuel tank. Yeah. And what we think is 2 fuel pumps sitting inside these aluminium cups. I'm going to try and get these fuel pumps out and have a little look. There was a bracket holding both of them in, and then we could just about pull one of them down. We could see on the top there was some fuel hose and a few electrical connections. And by looking at these, nothing didn't look too bad. How does that come out of its casing? My dad removed one, and we both inspected it. Everything looked fine. But maybe the problem is with the motor. It is a 20-year-old car after all. Next up, the other one's going to be removed.
There's number 2.
And then, my dad found the issue.
Oh my god, I've just seen something.
What have you seen?
Oh!
That's all perished, isn't it? That's all soggy.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's finished, isn't it? Yeah, that's all finished.
Yeah, it looks like it's blown through, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess if it is a pressure fitting, it could have blown through. Yeah, like it is completely weak. Like this is.
This don't feel.
Like that's dropped to bits. It's like goo.
Yeah, this don't feel brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because 20 years, old rubber, fuels ate through it, then you've put it into the thing?
Yeah, and I think just sitting there. But the issue, What I can't understand is why does it run with no fuel pressure control the
Do you think
regulator
that
thing on it?
the fuel module's recognising as a problem and then cutting it out, whereas when there's no module in it, it can't recognise as a problem?
So it looks like we could have found the issue. One perished rubber hose which sits inside the fuel tank. And with a broken hose like this, of course we're going to get no fuel pressure. Crazy is that this is a high pressure line, like here, which connects there and pumps fuel up into the rail. And this is submerged in fuel. So this was always going to happen over time. And it doesn't matter the mileage, it just matters of the age, because that'll be sat in fuel. And like the longer it's sat in fuel, the more that's going to deteriorate away. Let's go find some hoses, replace this, put it all back together and try again. The pros of a fuel pump sitting inside a fuel tank is that the actual fuel keeps the pump cool. But then the cons could be the rubber hoses like this, wearing away over time. Now if we're going to replace this hose, we need to make sure we're replacing it with the right spec hose that can actually sit in fuel and not degrade quick. And I know just the place. This is going to be the place where we're going to get our special hoses for the Bugatti, which can actually sit in the fuel. And we found the reason why this has ended up like this as well, which we'll explain when we get inside. Yo!
How we doing?
I was going to make you right. Good to see you. You're right.
How we doing?
Now, not too long ago, the government introduced E10 fuel, which is supposed to be better for the environment. So now at the petrol pumps, you have the choice: E5 fuel, which is 5% ethanol, or E10 fuel, which is 10% ethanol. Now, the E10 fuel is cheaper than the E5. Now, we suspect, as the previous owner of this Bugatti liked to do things a little on the cheap, we think he was putting in E10 fuel, which is lower octane and higher ethanol. Now, the government has said that all petrol cars over the age of 2011 are fine to run on this. But the Veyron was made in 2006, when E10 fuel wasn't even about. So this isn't even Bugatti's fault. And because we suspect that the Bugattis had that higher ethanol fuel in, that can cause rubber hoses and even seals to perish over time, as ethanol is a really strong solvent. So effectively, trying to run cheaper fuel in the long run has caused a more expensive repair on this car.
Yeah, the fuel would just eat into the silicone. It's like, so you know when you do like filler neck hoses and stuff, we put the fluoro lining in.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
okay for like temporary fuel.
But if it's sat in there on the outside,
if it's especially on the outside, but without the fluoro lining for filler necks and stuff, the hose will just start to sweat. Piss colour and sweat, and basically the fuel will start eating through the silicone.
Right. Okay.
Whereas that's obviously good both sides.
Yeah. Makes sense. So now what we've got to replace it with is a fuel hose which is submersible, which means it could effectively sit inside fuel. So thanks, PSH. Hose secured. Let's hope this works now. Thank you, PSH, as well. If you didn't know, that's part of the old place I used to work at Graham Goose, so that's how we know the connections. Let's get it in the Bugatti. Back at the workshop, my dad is now starting to cut down the new hose to size.
That's cut it.
There's two parts to this fuel pressure hose, and we're going to be replacing both of them. Then we can slide them onto the fitting and then clamp on the clamps just like OEM. Now I agree, there's probably a better hose we could replace this with instead of using rubber. And I definitely think that would be more of a permanent solution, just a peace of mind that this hose is never going to go again. But the fact that the old one lasted 20 years and we knew the previous owner ran it on bad fuel, I'm hoping our hose will last a lot longer than 20 years because I'm going to be running it on the good stuff, of course. Now that the new hose is fitted to the fuel pumps, my dad can slide them back into the fuel tank and connect them all up. And we're about to get the moment of truth. Has a 40 quid hose solved this running issue? Time to find out. Here we go. Okay, 25.5, 25.5. Here we go. 4.5, 4.5. And back to zero. It cut out again. Still.
It's not stuck the fuel round yet though.
I could have run out of fuel. It's saying I've got a full tank of fuel.
Try again.
Well, that one, the pressure still dropped on number 1, but not as much. Let's try. Give it a go again. One more time. Ready? 4.5, 4.5. Staying level at 4.5, 4.5. Yeah? Is it working? It's working! 4.6. 4.6. 4.5 is where it needs to be. Come on! 4.5 grand for nothing. No. Come on! Come on, Bugatti! It actually worked. This car has been insanely cheap to repair. And if I had diagnosed it right in the first place, I wouldn't have had to spend that 4.5 grand on that fuel control module. But hey, you win some and you lose some. Time to put this car back together, hopefully for the last time. Back on go all the under trays, then the interior, both seats can go in, and now we can pull it out of the unit. And what a time to do it. I'm now about to attempt to take it on a road trip of a lifetime. Come on. Come on, this is the time. Come on, Beth. Here we go. We're going to be driving thousands of miles through Europe and hopefully to Monaco, the place when I got this car I really wanted to go, and I want this to work more than anything. Like, going to the south of France, driving on the roads of a road trip is such a fun thing to do, and every time I do it with one of my cars, it just gives me that much more attachment to it. I want this to work more than anything right now, because I know the experience of driving a Bugatti for the south of France is going to feel absolutely unreal. It's sort of like a reward for all the work that we've done. Please let this work and make us there and back. Get us there and back. Come on, Bugatti. So the plan was to drive from the UK through France, through parts of Switzerland, and then into Monaco. But on the way, we wanted to stop by Molsheim, where the Bugattis are made. And of course, a trip wouldn't be a road trip without a few mishaps, overheated, and police intervention.
I need the driving license and the paper of the car.
But before we got on our journey, it was only right we did the channel's tradition. Right, first fill up in the UK. It's all the way to Monaco. It's only right we do the channel's tradition of gambling the fuel costs at the Monte Carlo Casino when we get there. And this is got to be the record of all of them, innit? This is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. We might as well be driving a jet all the way there. Like W16, it's the most amount of cylinders, 4 turbos. Yeah, this is going to be expensive. I swear it's like 150 quid to fill up.
Imagine this car, if it drains its tank, well, can drain its tank, it's 10 minutes. 10
minutes at top speed.
And we're driving to Monaco.
Which takes days.
Yeah.
148. That's a bargain.
Look who else is it.
Oh! I heard it was a road trip. We come classic, we're going to Monaco. The funny thing is, we set off for this trip about a month and a half ago. We set off for this trip, and we haven't left yet because of that.
But now we're ready. Matt's going in his manual Murcielago, and I'm taking the Bugatti Veyron. Words I never thought I'd say. Not even 100 miles yet, we've done a quarter of a tank. The car's averaging 13 miles per gallon, and I'm driving so economically as well. That's sitting at 70 mile an hour, 13 miles per gallon. This is going to cost more than like a private jet. It's alright, the good thing is that she's working. Good car. The first destination to get to is the Channel Tunnel. That's going to take us through into France, where we could begin the rest of our journey. But that didn't happen without another fuel stop. Round 2. not got across to France yet, and I don't really need to fill up. I've got enough, but I'm only going to fill up once I get there, so I might as well fill up now. Another £97 in the tank.
250 basically.
250 quid in just to get here. And 133 for Matt.
Good guess,
it's going to be an 80 litre tank. 133. It's going to be a big day for the casino, isn't it? On the trip, I'm fully going to get to experience the Veyron for the car it actually is. So I'm really excited for it. For now, we've arrived at the train, where we can load both cars on, which will take us over to France.
You know it's going to be good fun when you go in the tunnel.
Step 1 complete. Get to the tunnel. Step 2 is make it to Bugatti. That's going to be fun. We made it onto the tunnel. It's going to take us into France. And we've still got a long drive all the way through France. But first, we're going to go to Bugatti. We've got to. It's a legal requirement where they're made. Next stop.
Do you think Bugatti's going to let us in?
I mean, probably not, no.
I wouldn't if I was them.
I guess we're about to find out. But after half an hour on the train, we'd finally arrived in France. We made it to France! Yes!
The Bugatti's going home.
Now it feels like the real journey has begun. If we break down over here, we're in serious trouble. But as we arrived in France fairly late in the evening, we just wanted to do a short journey for today, because tomorrow is the day we go back to Bugatti. The Bugatti has made it to France. See you in the morning. Today is the day we go to Bugatti. Day 2. We made it into France, our home country. I think she's going to do it. We've still got a long way to go. Today we're going past a very special place. I hope it'll make it there, and if it does make it there, I would like to get a few more parts for it, because we need a few more bits which we weren't able to make. Liam's here. His car's fixed. You would have seen it on the second channel. His car's fixed. He's made it here. And the Mercy is all here. We're ready to go. Round 2, a lot of miles to go. We are hopefully getting to Switzerland, and with a special location stop off. I don't think they're going to let us in. They don't even answer the phone. Off we go. Now, to be honest, I don't really know what to expect when we get to Bugatti, but I know these other big car brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini have their own special museum where you can walk in, touch and feel and experience the brand. And I can only imagine Molsheim, the factory where the Bugattis are made, would have something at least similar. And it does say on Google that they're open 9 till 5, Monday to Friday. And maybe whilst I'm there, there's a chance they'll let me order some parts for my Veyron which I need. Either way, I'm excited to experience it. It's a lot nicer being in the car when it's not the day that you fixed it. Feel a little bit better about the Bugatti today, being that we had a really good day yesterday. We've got a long drive today, like nearly like 7 hours of driving. First thing we need to do, fuel. Off we go. Just experienced a magical moment. The CD which was stuck in the CD player. Watch this. Onwards into France, our French, Italian and German cars went. So far, the Veyron was running great, eating up the miles, which of course meant another fuel stop. 150.
This is going to be an expensive roulette.
It is. But we're going to win. But really, how fast is that Veyron? Let's test it against another fast car.
Mercy versus the Veyron. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, left up. Absolutely left up. Whoa, this thing is fast.
This is where pretty much every single Bugatti has left the factory. Alex's would have left here, this car would have left here, Molsheim France. I don't think that we're going to get in. I don't think, like, not because it's us. I think if it's as secretive as like all of the dealerships, you can't even walk into a Bugatti dealership nowadays. You can't even, they don't even pick up the phone. I've just got a feeling that Bugatti, the way they are, they're so secretive. Could be wrong. We might be welcome with open arms and have a coffee and cake when we get there, but
Highly doubt that.
I think everything's going to be completely locked off. But what we turned into was something I never would have expected. We're here. We're at Bugatti. This is literally the place they make these incredible cars.
It doesn't seem that busy.
It doesn't, does it? But saying that, would it be? Because 450 were made and then there weren't many Chirons. The car park is empty.
Like, this isn't looking that welcoming, really, is it?
Maybe that's why they don't pick up the phone.
What, because no one's ever in?
There is no one here. The place looked abandoned on a weekday. It doesn't even look like we can get in. We've got to have a look.
Yeah, let's get out.
We've got to have a look. We're here.
Yeah, it's a bit quieter than I expected.
I think I've got the reason why they didn't answer the phone.
It's weird, isn't it? Because like, what time is it? Like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday, and no one's here.
Yeah, that is true.
Now I get it. It might not be open to the public, but it didn't even look like anyone was working here.
This is so weird, isn't it?
Do you know the fact that like Lamborghini, Ferrari, you can go to their factories and you can walk in and get a gift shop?
I can't believe for such a prestigious brand that this is it.
That was...
It almost looks like we've set this up, doesn't it? It's that bad, like.
Literally we just turned up. I mean, this was the employee car park.
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised they've been able to park the employees. It's that busy.
And this park's so far away. I bet that's just broken down. that no one is here, are they? I don't know what I expected, but it definitely wasn't this. These are supposedly some of the best cars ever made, and it didn't look like a single person was at the factory where they make them.
Oh.
Is there anyone in there?
There's nobody in there.
I've never seen such a big place so empty. At 4 o'clock on a Wednesday.
I genuinely can't believe this. I think this is crazy.
We're sure it's not abandoned?
This can't be real.
This ain't right, is it?
No. I think we might have exposed something well deeper than what's actually going on. Now the Veyron was way ahead of its time.
This is Concorde. Not just the best car that's ever been made, but very possibly the best car we'll see in our lifetime.
And no doubt it is an incredible piece of machine, but I'm struggling to understand the brand. Comparing it to something like Ferrari, where the journey of idolising these cars starts off when you're really young. Seeing that fast red car in cartoons, as toy cars, it's already implanted into your mind there. Then when you grow older, you start seeing them in video games, theme parks, and even your favourite Formula 1 drivers. And finally, where you get to the age where you might be able to afford a supercar, you go for that childhood dream, like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. But I just can't see where Bugatti fits into any of this. Maybe it is just for the super rich who don't really care, who own yachts and have got money to burn.
Can you make sure there are no ordinary people near it? I don't want a disease.
Maybe I was just expecting too much from the brand. We drove round the place to see the famous chateau, which also just looked completely derelict.
That is the house.
No way. No one in there though. There was apparently meant to be a museum around the corner, which was also derelict. What a good museum! I just was nothing around in the middle of the day on a Wednesday. I've never known a company so secretive and so shut off, let alone to the public, but also the owners of their own cars. Maybe another fuel stop will help.
500. Cool, and then how much have you spent so far?
I have kept a tally on my phone. £232 and 33 pence so far.
So under half of what Matt spent.
Well, what's Matt spent?
500.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not.
Oh my god.
It's getting pretty expensive, but I guess that's the price you pay to drive a Bugatti Veyron. Off to Switzerland, where really this is going to get truly tested. This is more fulfilling my dream than it is for the video. And hopefully you guys can see that as well when we get to these Swiss mountains and we're fully going to get to enjoy this car. It's not really the twisty road car, but I've got a feeling it's going to handle really well. Like it feels really like agile and planted, doesn't it? So I think it's going to do really well on the twisters. I'm excited. Let's get to it. Come on! Somehow, I think I've just jinxed myself. But now we're heading all the way from Molsheim through into Switzerland, where the weather took a bit of a turn for the worse.
We just made it to Switzerland and everybody knows what that means.
And the Veyron is still doing really well and looking good. Time for another fuel stop.
Lost count now.
And this fuel cost has actually been one of the most expensive parts of owning this Veyron. To actually repair the car, all it took was a fuse, some service parts, and a £40 hose. This is a 2006 car. It can go 256 miles an hour. And it's still driving 20 years later on the road and could be fixed by me in a garage in Leicester. And if I didn't have to buy that fuel control module, then the total cost to repair this car and service it would have been under £2,000.
Look at the views.
The views round here are incredible. Look at the mountains.
This is mad.
It's a shame it's a little bit wet, but just take a look around.
The views were getting better and better. But as the day was drawing to a close, we checked in at the hotel where tomorrow we hope to drive some of the best roads in Switzerland.
Veyron made it. So far so good.
But this didn't really go to plan.
What's happened?
Overheated. I had brake light, warning light, headlight, warning light, EPC, engine light, and the car was like, I was like, I'm not stopping here because I can't turn anywhere, so I was like just rolling down in neutral, just trying to keep it rolling all the way down
So we're 2,500 metres up and that's when the Bugatti fails.
Yeah. My drive was cut short due to a fault on the Veyron, where loads of lights just appeared on the dash, but then it got worse. So now the car's got no gears at all. But the pump's working because we can hear it. Ignition on. Nothing. What a place to stop as well. Since the car stopped, I can now no longer get any gears. And we're in the middle of nowhere now. So I was going to fault read the car to see if it could tell me anything. Oh, do you know what it is? It's because of my brake light. I can see a fault for a brake light switch and the pressure sensor. And to put the car in gear, you need to put your foot on the brake. But for some reason, the car isn't recognising that. So I wonder if it's down there or at the back there. Yeah, because I'm not putting my foot on the brake, it doesn't know whether that's what it'll be. Yeah, because there's nothing, the transmission's saying it's just brake light switch. Signal 1 and 2. I wonder if it's a loose connection at the back or it's fried one of the wires.
How do more and more issues just keep coming up? Do you know the whole trip, and do you know I was telling you walkie-talkie that your brakes were flashing when you tap the brakes?
Yeah.
Do you think that signal's been going for a while and then it's just officially cooked it?
Maybe. First place to obviously check was the fuses. But every one of these seemed to be fine. And the actual brake light switch is underneath this panel here, which we didn't have any tools to remove. Until we got a bit lucky.
You ain't got any tools, have you? What have you got?
What kind of tools have you got?
You got a M6, T30, brake switch for a Bugatti Veyron.
We've got a T30. Some passers-by actually had some tools we needed.
Oh, I've got ratchets and everything.
Now I was able to actually start investigating this fault. Yes.
Solid.
And I wanted to start by taking the rear panel off to see if there was any loose connection with the brake light, because the lads have said that my lights were flashing the whole trip. But whilst I was doing this, something clicked. It ain't this. It's got to be the brake switch. We drove it without its panel on.
We are going.
Yeah, so it's not there. It doesn't matter if there was a loose connection to the brake lights, because I've already drove this car without any brake lights plugged in, and it did go into gear.
Oh, this car is just going off in my books. This is great.
It's got to be the brake switch. I was now checking if we had any brake lights at all.
No, nothing.
And now that we had tools, I was able to start removing this panel underneath the dashboard to see if I could access that brake switch. And once I got that panel off, you could just see it here, the brown switch, with almost a little piston in it. I think. So this is the switch. The switch at the end is covered in grease to stop it from sticking. And it did seem like it was stuck in. So I freed it up a bit and then plugged it back in. Right, okay. Turn the ignition on.
Yep.
Translate neutral. 9.
No, sir. Oh, I got it, go. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. All on, yeah. That's drive. Yeah, you're in.
Well, that goes.
Yeah, press P. Okay, now go to neutral, pull it towards you. Yeah, it's in neutral.
Not working.
Was it stuck?
I don't know. It seems after freeing that brake switch up a bit, it started to work. Switch, but obviously brake switch works opposite. That's why I was saying it normally gets stuck in the on position, not in the off position. Because switch out is brake lights on, switch in is brake lights off. Now let me see, do the brake lights go off when I press it down?
Yeah.
The switch was stuck in.
Okay.
So do you know when I pulled that switch out, that was in, stuck in, and I gave it a bit of a twist, and then it unlocked. So what must have happened is, when I've come off the brakes one time, it must have come in and just got wedged on something, stuck. You can see a brake switch works sort of opposite to a normal switch. You push down the brake pedal, the switch then opens up and turns the brake lights on. And when you take your foot off the brake, the switch pushes back down and turns the brake lights off. It seems like my switch was stuck in, stopping the brake lights coming back on. So if I put it back in and give it a bit of a wiggle now and make sure it sits nice on the brake pedal, I should be alright.
Should.
Did it? I just want to smack it. know what? Sometimes when this car's working, I do really enjoy it, and I almost forget how expensive the car is I'm driving. We're flying down the hill now so we can get back to the hotel in time to watch the England game. And what better car? There is no better car to do this in. I'm in a Veyron, and if I don't make it for kickoff in a Veyron, there's no excuse really, is there?
Oh no.
That's fuel. Yeah.
Stinks of fuel down there.
100% fuel. When you left the hotel and I was behind you, as I said on the walkie-talkie, like it was just pouring out.
Yeah,
I thought it was
Like
just water.
absolutely pouring out.
Just don't want it to set on fire.
Yeah, so.
What do
I
you
mean, it's a
do?
good place to break down.
Like, if it sets on fire and we carry on from it, everyone's going to call us stupid.
Yeah.
My car will be gone.
Matt's Murcielago has sprung a huge fuel leak, and anything fuel related is just a huge risk, especially on these Lamborghinis.
You right?
Sort of. Can you see me?
What's the matter?
That's fuel coming out, Ricker.
Does it stop leaking now?
No, when I turn it on, it just keeps coming out.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't move it at all because you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to try diagnose it? Because like,
When you get it on a, well, ideally, mate, just get it on a ramp and see what's leaking. They run so hot anyway.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of heat and that's it, it's gone.
I just wouldn't risk it.
why is it that every time I go on a trip, the Lamborghini never makes it to the destination? Last time a Fox, now this time, fuel leak randomly.
This is the perfect spot for it, I
I
think.
just want my car to make it to the final destination once.
What happened last time?
Hit a fox.
Hit a Fox, yeah.
That is a good view though, isn't it?
Okay, we are off to see if we can go get a jack. So we can have a look underneath it, and I've got a feeling it's going to be a perished hose. It seems like that's the theme of this video. And because the fuel is coming out when the ignition's on, I suspect it's going to be a hose off a fuel pump, which we might be able to fix. So it's really easy on the road trips to just stop off and eat terrible food. I've noticed you've got some chocolate in here.
No, I've not got chocolate. No.
Well, I'm going to replace that with some Y food. I've been trying to cut the calories and cut down and keep fit and healthy, and the road trips really don't help. But with these, instead of having some bad food at a service station, I can replace my meal with a Y food. I know it's not a diet drink, it's not a protein shake or anything like that, but it is full of all the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs in one meal. It literally is a meal in a bottle, with 26 vitamins and minerals, high in fibre, high in protein, lactose free and gluten free. This is a fruity one for summer. Lemon,
I like it.
lemon, fruity lime, and I've left the lads some as well.
This is Y Food's new orange flavour. It's actually banging.
27 gram of protein in that. That is great for recovery. These are the fruity flavours, but if you prefer like a milkshake type of drink, then they do like the chocolate flavours, the vanilla flavours.
You have like a chocolate one, that's more my type.
No, I don't.
Eventually, we arrived at a garage. I don't know whether you're able to help us. We have a car just at the top, up there. And we need well, we would need whether one, if we could borrow a hydraulic jack.
Catch the car, you have to pay for the recovery costs.
Yeah.
And look the car here in the garage.
Yeah.
The time that we spend to look what the problem is, you have to pay.
That, and could you do that now?
280 euros to get from here to there. Fingers crossed we can fix this car. Come on, I want to get to Monaco. It needs to get to the final destination.
Okay, recovery trip's going up to Matt, but I've shown the guy the car and he said the issue's not the recovery, it's the diagnostic. So I'm hoping that they let us work on the car, or at least guide the mechanic to work on the car. If you wanted to grab some Wi-Fi, you can do with the link in the description box below, and also there's a discount code for it as well if you're trying to eat healthier at lunchtime, dinner time, or breakfast even. Sack off the bad food, grab a Wi-Fi food. Right, let's go back up to Matt.
My knight in shining armour should be turning up at any point, but what is going on?
Police are in front, and this is the same place where I got pulled over in the Murcielago before. I really wouldn't be surprised if Liam's going to get pulled over here. Yep, you are.
Toby, what's going on? Look down there. Oh, a lovely lavender shot and the pink R8 with the police around them. Oh no.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Hello.
German? No. Sorry.
I don't know which one I'd rather be, broken down or be them.
Probably broken down.
The Swiss police as well were not nice.
Oh. I need the driving license and the paper of the car.
Oh, the paperwork of the car.
It's in my bag.
It's in his bag.
And the car's up there.
You see that cafe there?
It's up there.
It's up there. Yeah.
Okay,
There's my license.
Okay. Do you have also ID? Your ID?
That is my ID.
Driving license, yes, but also passport.
Oh, you're on passport as well, yeah.
You can't write this up. The Murcielago breaks down. Liam goes down there to help me. He's come back up, and as he's come back up, the police have pulled him over.
What you were saying, it's like 208 euros to get down there.
Yeah.
He's going to have more of a fine than that.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
Do you reckon they've seen him come the whole way up that hill, out that tunnel, and bosh?
Well, we're here, and we could hear him there, so...
Yeah, that's true. They would definitely be able to hear him, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It's going well so far.
They don't like loud cars. They don't like cars. And you're driving a bright pink R8 saying, oh, I'm blending in.
They're going to let him off. Oh, he's reversing.
I need you to go up and take the document of the car.
You want to keep them and we'll come back now.
Yeah.
They go in. Okay, that's positive. He's driving very slowly now.
What has happened in the last hour? Everything's gone wrong, isn't it?
He did say the R8 was doing fine. He did actually say,
yeah.
oh yeah, my R8's fine.
Here he is.
Here he is, my knight in shining armour.
Hello there, how are you?
Trying to be nice by helping people, and we're getting, unfortunately, get pulled over by the police.
What did they say?
I've not got a licence anymore or a passport.
We've got to get the documents and go back down to him now. He's got his passport and driving license.
Why? What was the reason?
No reason.
We just
literally was driving normally.
Yeah.
Not because we seen him on the way down, so it's obvious we're going to drive normally on the way up. So
it's just stood in front of us when that.
Beside this is my guy coming? Or?
Yeah, guy's coming.
Okay. Yeah, your guy's coming.
Thanks, Liam.
Yeah, your guy's coming to pick you up and take you down to the garage.
Okay.
And then
we can pick you up from the police station.
You might pass us on the way down.
Yeah, we'll wave.
Yeah.
We'll wave.
So you're going to be going to Monaco in the Mersey, and he's going to be in a prison cell.
So me and Liam got back in the R8 and headed down to the police officers who had stopped him. Right, documents secured. Liam's handing himself in now. Right, here we go.
What do you think the verdict's going to be?
Hello. Hello. So that is the document for the vehicle.
Okay.
And then this is the certificate of insurance as well.
Okay.
Swiss people don't like loud exhaust sets. I think it's actually illegal here. I think you're not allowed an exhaust in the car within reason. So that car is quite loud. It's also pink. That could be it.
I think that's why he got pulled over, just because it's pink. It's just Asbo.
It's possible to open the bonnet.
Yes.
Okay.
They pulled him to the back of the car and they're looking down the back of the car. Yeah, look, they're looking around the back.
Having such a good look at the back.
They're like, oh, is this an exhaust on the back of here? No, it's stock. Look, it's got a Lamborghini badge on it.
They were asking a lot of questions about the exhaust. And the thing is, the exhaust is completely covered up. Yes, it is aftermarket, but it pretty much looks like a standard one with the original valves on it.
Look how many police officers there are. That's crazy. Just Liam and like 7 other police officers.
The full SWAT team.
Yeah, they're like all for a pink R8.
And whilst Liam was doing that, I was being completely stared down by another Swiss officer. They're taking this exhaust situation pretty serious there.
Liam's just got 250 quid fine. And they've took my documents for some reason.
Got a receipt for 270.
Thank you.
He was Googling on there. He was trying to find this car online. I was watching him do it. It was on Google. He was putting in everything to try to find this car. So.
Meanwhile, at the top of the hill.
Hello.
Yes. Bad.
What a boy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, back up the hill.
Back up the hill.
250 quid, that exhaust.
They couldn't prove that it wasn't a stock exhaust, so they didn't fine me for that. They said it should be 1,100.
How nice of them.
They're so nice to only fine you for a loud exhaust.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
Yeah, go on, go up a little bit. Whoa! Yes! Good work.
Time to head to the garage. The car's on. Without any damage, I think. We've made it this far. It's got to get to Monaco. Come on, Murcielago.
Off Matt's car goes back down the mountain to the garage.
Can you imagine like the people here just see this Veyron coming down this road, like what must they think?
Whilst me and Liam took a different route down the mountain to avoid the police.
Look at this view right now.
And the whole time I'm racking my brains to think where that fuel leak could be coming from on that Murcielago. And I can only think it's something similar to what happened to the Bugatti at the start of the video. After all, the Murcielago is another car over 20 years old. That's the fuel tank.
Yep.
But you've got 2 each side. It looks like the fuel pumps and everything on the fuel tank is all connected at the top of it. So there's no point putting this car in a 2-post ramp to look underneath it because we wouldn't actually see anything. I've got to try and access the top of it. So out comes the air filter housing and the air filter. What I'm trying to get to is the top of the fuel tank, which I think is only this side. I believe it's only this side. If we get to the top of the fuel tank, there's 2 fuel pumps which come off it. And because it's leaking from here, I think one of the hoses is going to be perished. I'm hoping it's not the fuel tank seal. That would be bad. But the fact that it's under pressure, when the ignition comes on, it starts pouring out. It says to me it's under pressure. So I would say, I would put money on it as a hose, a perished hose. But sometimes they're going to be hard to see. And unlike the Veyron, I think the Murcielago hose, which comes out of the fuel pump, is external, hence why it's leaking all over the ground. But even when I removed all of these panels, I still couldn't see the top of the fuel tank. It was really difficult to get to. I could only see a few fuel lines, and all of them look fine. I can't get to these fuel pumps, and it's something that we didn't do on my Murcielago. The fuel filters are there. Everything looks dry from up here. I can't understand why it would be coming from underneath because there's nothing. All the fuel system is on top. 2 fuel lines, return lines are there, and it's not wet at the top here. It's all dry here. I think it's leaking on top of the tank and going down. Unless there's a hole in the bottom of the tank, but that would be leaking all the time, not when it's running. It's got to be coming out of them fuel pumps. It's just how do you get to the fuel pumps? Maybe the tank's got to be lowered down to get to it. I don't know. So, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to put it back together and leave it here and get a trailer and carry on our journey. I thought the Italian one would have made it. Bad news.
Look at that.
Holy hell.
we were going to have to leave Matt and the Murcielago here whilst we carried on our journey. We still had over a 5-hour drive from Switzerland into Monaco, and we're hoping Matt can come up with another solution.
Yeah, it's Monaco. You ready?
Let's go, I'm ready.
Let's go. Off we go. See you, mate.
Now, it was just me in the Bugatti and Liam in his Audi R8. Plenty more miles to cover, which means, of course, another fuel stop. I've completely lost count of how many there's been now. This is costing me more than what the car cost to repair. But at the end of the day, I'm driving a W16 quad turbo Bugatti Veyron through the middle of Europe. And it was only right I give this car a clean before we get into Monaco. The journey with this car has been unreal, and many people doubted that we was going to be able to fix this. Even a few times I questioned myself. But this car truly goes to show you that anything is possible. A person like myself owning one, and a person like myself repairing it. And if you're fairly new to the channel, it would be amazing if you continue the journey with us by hitting the subscribe button and joining us for the rest of it. That's 952 euros, and we're still not there. 86 miles to Monaco. I'm really proud of the Veyron. 20 years old, it's got to be one of the highest mileage Veyrons now. 41,000 kilometers on the clock now. Like, there's no point buying a car and not driving it, not experiencing it. That's what it was built for. If it makes it to Monaco, that's literally like one of my dreams accomplished. 20 to 1 in the morning. It's cost £1,000 in fuel, and we're still not there. But come on Veyron, we're nearly there, We had almost made it. I'm now fulfilling a dream I actually never thought would happen. Driving a Veyron into Monaco with one of my best friends, in a car that we've also rebuilt. And there she is, reaching the final destination.
We made it. Here. She had a heart transplant, no faults, faultless. I cannot be happier. That's had a bit of a problem, and somebody is not with us.
The Veyron made it all the way to Monaco. We've got about 60% fuel left, so I reckon it's going to be just over 1,000 euros, which means 2,000 in the Monte Carlo casino to get back, which is way more than what it costs to rebuild the car, minus a £4.5 grand fuel control module, which any other brand you should be able to return, but just because Bugatti, you can't. It's been a great trip. Now let's go get free fuel money to the casino. Welcome to Monaco. If you've never been before and you like cars, this is a place to visit.
I'm stepping on this beat, 2 shoes, new sneakers.
And meanwhile, whilst we were sight spotting, Matt had some news with the Murcielago.
And just in the short time moving it, all this here is all fuel that has come out the car, and all of this is getting gambled in the casino if I make it.
Lucky for Matt, the trailer guy bought him a spare car, and we waited all day for him to arrive.
A whole 24 hours later, and he's here.
Come on! Made it! But Mercy didn't make it, but the invented all this. Oh, that was a long time. But we're here.
Tonight is the night, and Matt's here. He's behind the camera.
Hi guys, I made it.
And look who's here. It is time to win back not only the fuel cost, but also winning back the repair cost of the whole car, which is actually mental. All of us here, the Mercy's been subbed out for the Aventador, but what a sub out that is. Now I'm about to drive a Bugatti Veyron to the Monte Carlo casino, and we're gonna win. It's going to be robbery. We need to get our money back. We've not been in the Veyron?
No.
Oh yeah, you ain't. Right, let's get to the casino. See if we can finish off this trip and video with a big bang. Come on. We're in a Veyron.
We're going first.
Look how many people there are.
Oh my god.
How many people there are. Oh my god, they're all crowding round.
Oh no.
Oh my god, there's so many people.
This is crazy.
This is the last journey for the Veyron. I'm not sure we're going to ever get better than this, but who knows? Who knows what is going to happen? Now, I love rebuilding cars, but being able to do this in them when they're finished is that much more rewarding. Every single year that we've come in, things have changed. We started off with the Bentley Continental GT when we first started the channel, when it was just us two. And then each year we've come, the car's been different.
Are you proud?
Don't feel real. It doesn't feel real. I know these are only materialistic objects, but there's that special bond between petrol heads and their cars. I just can't explain it.
Veyron's done it.
The Veyron is outside. Oh my god, the amount of people around this car.
It's carnage.
It's chaos. That's what the car's made for then. I think we found the purpose.
I've never seen it like this ever.
I think we found the purpose of this car. There's no way it's this busy and we're getting parts at the front. I can't believe how many people are around the car.
That's a joke.
Like, that is good. You know, like, even if it's been a headache for us, it's been an enjoyment to every single person out here, which is makes it kind of worth it, doesn't it? It's been a headache for us. It's been an absolute headache. But it is well cool seeing it outside the front of the casino. Come on, this is the time we're gonna win. We've got to win. Let's go make that fuel money back. Made it to the casino. Veyron. Aventador. The R8's been took all the way down there. Here it goes then. I have a total of £2,200, which is a return fuel cost to Monaco in the Veyron. Matt has £1,800 and Liam has £900. We have all bunched this money together and we're going to go on either red or black. And if it lands, we're going to double the money. Here we am at the table and I've chosen black. For no particular reason, I was just going to hope and pray luck was on our side. Here goes nothing. We won! We secured the goods! We actually won! Good vibes from Monaco. Well done, lads.
What a win, what a win.
That was sick.
When the crowds have gone.
What a trip, what a journey. But I do think the saga between us and Bugatti is still to be continued. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Here's the museum. Wow.
Do you want to stick around? Because it's pretty good, isn't it?
I wish we could, but we do have to go.
Like a drug that I just can't deny.